Hi guys, my name is Trinity, and if you're here, you must be here to talk about books. And today I have the first book review that is to go up on my channel for you guys. And of course, what better way to kick off my reviews than to review an Anthony Ryan book. The Pariah. This is the new series by Anthony Ryan, The Covenant of Steel, Book 1. I'm going to go through this review like I do as if I were writing it. So this is a book about Alwyn Scribe. He is an outlaw and he finds himself in a lot of very precarious positions. This book is written in a very grimdark style, which is a little different for Anthony Ryan, but I really feel like he is able to encapsulate this type of world very, very well. Now, to continue to give you a synopsis might actually spoil some of the events of the book, and if you want to read this book, don't read the inside cover because it does give a few spoilers. One of the things that I absolutely love about Anthony Ryan's writing is the way that he is able to give plot, character, a very beautifully written story. All of these things he is very, very good at, and it makes him my favorite author because it is a very rare find to find someone who can do all of these things well. For this book, we do have a very character-driven book, and that hurt it in my personal opinion because I really love the way that he's able to do character and plot in equal measure. That didn't come across well in this. However, we have a grim, dark setting, but we still have Anthony Ryan's beautiful writing. Now, this is crass. This is very brutal and very rough. But I do think that Anthony Ryan's beautiful prose still comes across well in this book. And it gives it almost like a Anthony Ryan with a Mark Lawrence flavor added to it, and I thoroughly enjoy that. Also, this is a story of revenge. So if you are not a fan of Rage of Dragons or things along that line, you might not like this as much, but if you're a fan of Nevernight, Rage of Dragons, things like that, the Pariah definitely fits that bill. And I have to say, I really loved this book. His characterization is on point, the writing is on point, the world building is on point, and there is plot. There's just not enough of it for me to feel like that it hits that 5-star rating of Bloodsong, but yes, it is fantastic. One thing I would like to point out about the Pariah that I feel needs to be said for my review, for my reaction to it, I didn't connect with Alwyn as much as I did with Valen or Clayton. I didn't have that same, like, this is a person that I just want to root for. This is a person that speaks to me. This is a person that I can get behind and just, you know, support them. I didn't have that connection with Alwyn, and while I still feel like Anthony Ryan's character work is spectacular, this is a personal thing for me where I didn't connect. And I will say that there are a lot of people who prefer Alwyn to Valen, And so this is just my personal opinion on the main character of this book. And that is one of the reasons that it came in at a lower rating for me. In my opinion, Anthony Ryan is just one of the best writers, best storytellers in fantasy at the moment, and a little slept on. He is gaining popularity, which makes me very happy because there's more people to talk about these books with, but I think that The Pariah is just his next step. And I do want to point out that Raven's Shadow, Covenant of Steel, the Cronus Memoria are all very, very different series. So if you read one and think, oh, this is his style, this is the way he writes, you might be a little off because all three of them are written very, very differently. And the things that staples of Anthony Ryan's writing are the beautiful prose and the fact that he is an excellent world builder, and the characters that he presents, they're just all very nuanced and very different. And I just appreciate that about him so much. One thing that I always do in my written reviews that my followers have always said that they thoroughly enjoy is that I give recommendations based on if you liked this book. So one of the best recommendations I feel like I could give is Blood Eye by Giles Christian. Giles Christian and Anthony Ryan have very similar writing styles, and I adore it so much. There aren't very many people that I can compare Anthony Ryan's writing to, but Giles Christian is right there. And this is a very dark, brutal story about Vikings. And if you like the Norse atmosphere that Anthony Ryan tends to bring to his books in the first place, I think that you will definitely like Blood Eye by Giles Christian. And just as a banner recommendation, if you like The Pariah, I do think that you will probably like Mark Lawrence. And I say that because there is a lot of similarities in the world building and the writing and the dark atmosphere that Mark Lawrence and Anthony Ryan share with The Pariah. And my final recommendation would be The Forgetting Moon by Brian Lee Durfee, the Five Warrior Angels trilogy. I'm actually currently reading this, and well, I'm reading the second book, and I love Brian Lee Durfee's writing. This is a very brutal world. So if you are not prepared for a lot of the brutality to be elevated even more so than The Pariah, if that's your tipping point, then maybe not the Five Warrior Angels. I would definitely look up trigger warnings before getting into The Forgetting Moon, but I absolutely love this world, this writing style, these characters, and the crass humor also comes across really well in Brian Lee Durfee's writing. All right, that is it for this video. Like, subscribe, do all the fun things, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.